But hey, man, weed smoking, weed smoking for a long time is whack. I started smoking weed when I was 13 because my father smoked and everybody I know smokes weed. But I quit for many years. I'm actually, I've been smoking for 4 months now because every time when summer comes back around, it makes me want to, the beautiful weather makes me want to smoke one up and just get high and enjoy the breeze. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the vibe. But hey, I've been quitting for like 4 or 5 times already, and then just quit for like a year. The longest I ever had was 3 years. And I really encourage people to stop smoking weed because weed is draining a lot of strength. It's taking away a lot of your mind power. You can't really use your full energy. You only realize that once you quit. Like I already know I can't be smoking for like a whole year. I already feel like quitting now because once you really analyze and see what the effects are and what this shit really does, it can have some beneficial effects, but the negative outweighs the positive. Like you can vibe and have tap into some certain things in your mind when you get high, but at the same time, once you get hooked to it, you really can't do shit no more. And it's starting to become a negative habit. But that's not why I tuned in, because I'm not here to judge anyone for what they do. If you feel like smoking weed, smoke your weed, nigga. Straight like that. But what I want to say is I want to talk to my people, man, my black folks. Somebody said black people don't exist. Black people don't exist at all. We don't exist. We are a myth. And you know why? That person said if we would exist, we would have some type of social status. We would have some type of position amongst other nations. We would have a certain structure amongst us, but we don't have none of that. Black people all around the world are under a regime, under a white regime that is whitely privileged. So we don't exist. Because if we would exist, we would fight until we attain a certain position, or we would all be deceased and die for that. But we don't do that. So we don't exist, which makes us a myth. We are a myth. And this is why other cultures, once they really understand who black people are, they are get so obsessed with us and our culture because it's a very mythical thing. You know, white people are very scientist like. They're into science naturally because their habitat forced them to become scientists. So they get obsessed with our ways because in this world, we are basically nothing but a myth. We have no strong black nation country that runs his own shit and lives an abundant life. Black people all around the world in every country are being stripped butt naked and robbed since many years. This is why I represent. This is why I represent the bee and the plant, which means lower Egypt and Upper Egypt form one kingdom because that was our real kingdom. Nobody has ever built something that as mighty as the pyramids. The pyramids is the only wonder of the world that is still accessible in, in full tact, and it's in Africa. And it's the only memory we will have of our greatness. Not the only, but the mightiest. White people can't build no pyramids. They don't know how we did it because we did it with our mythical ways. It's a myth, you see. So, but what's the benefits and what's the downs of being a myth? Since I'm a myth, and if you're black, you're a myth, you can tap into the gray zone. That's why we are trendsetters. That's why we can tap in to a certain frequency, which allows us to express ourselves in a way that has never been seen or heard before because we are myths. It connects us to the mythical ways of the universe. So as long as black people are suppressed, we are suppressing our connection to the universe. So therefore you see why they are suppressing black people. Because they don't want us to have any connection with the universe because you know why? That would grant us mighty powers and knowledge and wisdom and understanding of life that we could elevate beyond all this low fuckery that is going on in this world. As long as black people are being suppressed, this world will never elevate. And it's up to us, black people, to take that lead because we are the leaders. We are the genetically superior race. We are the trendsetters of this world. We are the strong creators. We have to fight so we can attain a nation for us and lead the world in the right direction because black people are not racist and black people are not evil. We are just suppressed and we like to express our honest feelings. So when we come across violent, it's because that's the situation that this world puts us in. But it's time for all black folks to take responsibility of their mind and their ways and take responsibility of this world. We have to protect ourselves and we have to protect this world. And we have to protect all human beings. Because regular white people are not a threat. They don't know what's going on. They're a victim even more than black folks because it's their own kind that is even slaving them. If you live in the system, you're a slave. If you depend on financial, if you depend on money, you're a slave. You can't really use your mind for what it's there, meaning to elevate your environment and take care of the planet Earth and spread good vibes. and explore the universe. We can't explore the universe. If the government would ever introduce us to any extraterrestrial life, it would most definitely be a negative extraterrestrial life. It would most definitely be the ones that the governments are in contact with, which probably are slaving them. So, extraterrestrial contact that is benevolent will never be sent by the government, because the government is an extraterrestrial force as well, but a negative one sent by the negative forces of this realm. Well, I don't know how I want to call that because I don't really know like that. But there's certain things that I know because I have seen UFOs. All you gotta do is ask God. All you gotta do is ask them to show themselves. You will see them. But anyways, so what are we to become since we are myths? What are we supposed to do? Ain't nothing wrong with being a myth, but at the same time, the myth is something very a myth. It's easy. It's easy to say that a myth doesn't exist because it's a myth. So what we have to do is start existing with all our mighty powers because they have called our mighty powers a myth to suppress that. In all actuality, what they did, talking about the government and all the secret agents and the extraterrestrial forces that has enslaved this planet, what they did is infiltrate the esoteric field, the esoteric magnetic field of this earth, because this earth has a spiritual field around it, which everything is connected to, and it's being infiltrated, meaning the knowledge and the wisdom that it contains is being infiltrated and suppressed and hidden away and blocked away from the human being who's supposed to elevate and understand life better. So we will always be stuck in the same routine and things will never change. And those who really do enslave us can only benefit from that for a short amount of time. Meaning that the books, since hundreds of years, I mean, where did all the scripts and ancient knowledge from ancient Egypt go? Who possesses that information of all the ancient cultures and ancestors? That's what I meant with the with infiltration. What they presented to us is religion, Bibles and Qurans and Torahs and scripts that they have rewritten to keep us captured in that frequency and realm. But in all actuality, nature is the greatest force on this planet. The trees, the animals, they all contain that wisdom, the knowledge. It's actually not hard to see. You take one natural catastrophe and it will destroy the whole world. A tsunami, a volcano eruption, it can all destroy the world in one day if the world wanted that. But the world loves us. It wants us to learn and take care of it, love it the way it loves us. It gives us fruits. It gives us all the knowledge we need. It's all there accessible for free. It gives us free energy. Because that's life. Nature should be praised way more, and celebrated way more, and taken care of way more. But the way things looking right now, they want to transform the human being into a robotic creature. Looking at, I can't even say it on here because they're gonna block my video. But you know what I mean. The thing that happened in the last 2 years, the things that they put in people, it's all a scientific experiment to certain people. I need all black people to stick together and build a new dynasty that can lead on this world because we have the powers to do it through music, through art, through our power of speaking. We all need to be aware of that and use it for our own benefit as a collective. Because everything that black people do and see as an achievement or success is a status in a white regime that don't even care about us. So why do we fight to belong in there when all it does is enslave us? Because we are very optimistic. And that's where you see how positive black people are and what a great force we are. It is just heavily manipulated. I need everybody to wake the fuck up right now, man.